How do you do? I'm Flintaroo, and I'm just getting over being sick, so I'm sorry if my voice is weird. It's been a hot second since I started turning G5 ponies into humans, and I'm in a pony mood right now, so let's design some more. Today we're going to be doing Izzy, Hitch, and Sparky. Yeah. Izzy is definitely my second favorite G5 character. I love all her energy and creativity. She's just a lovable character in my opinion. My professional opinion. I've heard that a lot of people think Izzy is a Pinkie Pie clone, but personally, I disagree. Yes, Izzy has some personality traits similar to Pinkie, but I don't think she's a copy. They're like two different types of pancakes. One is syrup and whipped cream on top, and the other is made with chocolate chips. They're both pancakes, but they each have something that makes them unique, you know? You know how Pinkie Pie had a little cheese at the end of G4? It'd be interesting if Izzy was a distant descendant of her, and that's why she's so upbeat despite the unicorn culture. She inherited the pie enthusiasm. I wanted to capture some of that in the human design. I'm stuttering a lot. I blame my voice right now. The very third I've stuttered again. What's happening? The very first thing that came to mind for Izzy's outfit is that she'd absolutely go thrifting and tweak most of the clothes she buys. The shorts she found were originally plain, but she added lace to the bottom and stitch marks around the pockets. She also put bows on her shoes and just like another cute little designs everywhere. There's a couple ways she sprinkled her personal touch on her outfit. I noticed that a lot of what Izzy makes has beads in the design, so I gave her some beaded bracelets along with the bracelet she already has in her design. I'm gonna have to edit that out, aren't I? Man, I'm sorry if my voice is funky right now. What was I saying? I turned her cutie mark into a pouch on her crafty satch. It holds a bunch of beads and maybe some small pens or whatever she needs for the current project she's working on. I've been trying different ways to incorporate the pony's cutie marks on their human forms without it just being a design on their shirt or pants. Because that's what I did. That's what I did for Sunny and Misty in the first one. So I want to try doing something different for each one. Is it just me, or was Izzy's hair longer in the movie than in the show? Like, I feel like it was so long in the movie, and then she kind of got a haircut in the show. Anyway, I struggled with her hair a bit more than I thought I would. Her hair is so curly, wavy, and voluminous that I lost track of where I was putting the strands. I got kind of carried away, and it just went like everywhere. I fixed it later, but that confused me for a second. Originally, I was gonna put her crafty glasses on top of her head, but I didn't really like how that looked, so I gave her space buns to keep something on her noggin, because she's missing something without them. When I moved on to coloring, the first thing I did was mess up the gradient on her hair. I made it too dark, and it screwed my sense of color, threw everything off for a second. Once I fixed it, I thought things would be easier, but see, I'm pretty sure I'm pink colorblind, if that's a thing. I can never get the shade of pink I want. Everything's either too red or too purple. It's never just pink. So I'm always struggling to do pink stuff. And Izzy's crafty stash is pink, so I was just like, alright, I'll give her a purple outfit with pink accents. That'll be simple. And yeah. You know how sometimes you see a color and it's fine, and then you put it next to another color and it starts to look different? Color theory, I guess. That was biting me in the butt during this. It took me a hot second to get the shades of color I wanted. Anyway, I don't know what happened, but after I finished this, my Clip Studio save file exploded and deleted half of my work, which is great. Luckily, I saved the PNG before it disappeared, but I don't know what happened. Here's Human Izzy. I really like her design, and I want her to unicycle my glasses for me. Next up is Hitch and Sparky. I can't draw one without drawing the other. They're a package deal. But one's a dude, and the other's a toddler. Two things I'm not used to drawing. Okay, not gonna lie, drawing Hitch made me hate my life a bit, but we're gonna come back to that. First, I'm gonna tell you what I like about him. Hitch is such a mom dad, I love it. If I were to get out my favorite G5 character list, Hitch would be third. I don't know, I just really like his personality. He's so charismatic and goofy at the same time. For some reason, when the G5 movie first came out, I thought Hitch and Sprout were brothers. And so during the whole movie, I was just thinking, wow, this is some extreme youngest child favoritism going on here. I didn't realize till like season 2 of Make Your Mark that they weren't related. I don't know why I thought that. I think it's because Sprout's mom came to pick them both up, so I was just like, oh, they're brothers. I don't know. Sparky. I don't have a lot to say about Sparky. He's cute and chaotic. What more is there to say? He was also easier to draw than I thought. Hitch, on the other hand. So it's not that I can't draw men. I just get too caught up in making them look quote-unquote masculine that it screws me over. The first roadblock was his hair. I don't think I've drawn messy, slicked back short hair before. If I have, it's in a random unfinished sketchbook page somewhere. For some reason, I just couldn't get his hair right. My brain started melting, and low-key I lost track of who I was supposed to be drawing. At one point, I vividly remember whisper screaming, I don't know who this man is, but he's not Hitch. I had to look up a reference before getting it to a place I liked. Did anyone else notice that Hitch has brown eyebrows with blue hair? I thought it was kind of weird until I compared the blue and brown brows, and I liked the brown better. I don't know, something about the blue just made it seem kind of off, I don't know. Maybe human Hitch is naturally a brunette and dyes his hair blue, who knows? Oh yeah, I gave him dimples because he seems like he'd have them. I feel like he's the kind of guy who can walk outside in a paper bag and still look gorgeous. And he'd probably wear plaid. Another thing that I've never drawn before. Man, this design was out of my comfort zone. Once I was halfway through coloring the plaid, I took a step back, realized I had to finish coloring, plus shading, etc. Then closed my computer and didn't open it for the next 2 weeks. I wish I was joking. I rage quit. I was tired. We're gonna move past that, shifting our focus to Sparky. I didn't realize Sparky had freckles until I saw his Tell Your Tale design. I love it. It's so cute. I love freckles. That's like I made sure to give that to him as soon as I realized that. Sparky runs around a lot, so I gave him clothes that'd be easy to move in. His shirt is the same color as his belly, with a little flame to represent his powers. His jacket is it was the color of the spike, but then I lightened it a bit, so it's not really the color of his spikes anymore. And his shorts are his like pink accents on his wings and little, yeah. For his hair, I waffled on getting him little ponytails to be his horns, but I'm not quite sure he's a ponytails guy, so I've made a few tufts of hair fluff up to look like horns. It's a bit hard to see because of the hair, but I gave Sparky pointy ears to show that he's not exactly like the others. If I ever draw Spike or any other dragons in the future, I'll definitely be giving them pointy ears too. Just a little dragon quirk, they have pointy ears. Back to Hitch. I turned his cutie mark into a buckle on his belt. Both his and Izzy's cutie marks are on their way, so I'm gonna have to do something different for Pip and Zip. Maybe I'll give Pip earrings as her. I'll probably give her earrings. That might be her cutie mark. But I don't know what I'm gonna do for Zip. Huh. Hitch gave me a lot of trouble, but I still love him. Actually, he's the reason I'm gonna bite the bullet and force myself to start drawing guys more. Oh no. I do have male characters I want to draw, but I don't because I'm scared and I'm tired of that. There's so many male OCs I need to design, but I haven't yet. Man. Anyway, here's the trio: Izzy, Hitch, and Sparky. Yay! I've gotten ideas for Pip and Zip, so I'll probably draw them soon. If you made it this far, thanks so much for watching with my crackly, getting sick voice. I'm gonna have to cut out the coughs and that kind of stuff. Thanks. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.